welcome to the garage. Tonight I've got something new. I got this on a really nice deal. I'm going to be unboxing the new, can't even get it in the camera, it's so big, the new Revell 40th anniversary space shuttle model kit. I'm really excited for this one. I've always been a fan of the space shuttles, and I thought, oh, someday I'm going to build a model. This was just the orbiter, but it's big. So as you see the box, it's pretty good size. So I'm excited to tear into this one. I'm going to do a quick unboxing, and we'll start building this maybe tonight, right after I get done doing the unbox. All right, let's get this thing unboxed. All right, well, thanks for stopping by the garage again. I've always been a huge fan of the space shuttle, and I've kind of always wanted to build one. And when I saw this I got this off AMain Hobbies. As you can see, it's a blemished box. It looks like it's been dropped, and then there's like it's torn here, but not all the way through. This model kit right now, I just looked it up, is $48 on AMain. I got this one for $34 because it was on the scratch and dent sale. You can see the, you can get the tag in there, but there's a scratch and dent tag on it right there. So I saw that for $34. I was like, okay, I'll take it. I was very surprised at the size of this box. This is big, of course, 1/72nd scale. So, you know, people forget how big the space shuttle really is. I think it's just like this little airplane, but it's an actual, the orbiter is actually pretty huge. But, you know, looking at this box, we're looking at, that's almost a 2-foot by a little over 16 inches. So 24 inches by 16 inches, just the box. I had to raise my desk camera up here a little bit to get everything in. So let's crack it open and see what it looks like on the inside. It's nicely sealed. Really good tape. So I was a little nervous about buying a scratch and dent, but you know, I figured it's worth a shot. And the description said it was still sealed. It was just cosmetic damage on the box. So I was like, well, I don't care about that. I don't collect the boxes. So, and I try not to keep a stash. I have a few, but I intend to build them. So I don't collect them as a stash. So open up, there's what it looks like. Everything's molded in white. So I'm just gonna move this over to see things. Just pull things out of the plastic and take a look at each parts tree. Looks like that's the payload, it looks like, I would guess. Oh, okay, here we go. This is going to give you a good idea just how big this is going to be. So, you know, you think if you build model airplanes or something, you've got 1/72nd, those are the little ones. And so if you want a little bigger, you get 1/48. So you don't think of how big that space shuttle is going to be. So this is a 24 by 24 cutting mat. And so it's, you know, what are we looking at? Almost 20 inches, something like that. Oh, and there's a human right there to scale to show you. I don't know if you can see him, but they put a human on the model. I guess so you can show the scale right there. I'm not sure how that's going to go. That's really cool. But nice detail of all the tiles in here. You can kind of see that they're all in there. So I'll have to do some, you know, make sure those show up with panel lining or something like that. See how that goes. Oh, there's astronauts too. That's cool. There we go. All right, so there's the other half of the orbiter right there, and it comes with 2 astronauts. Well, 1.5 it looks like. Oh, no, that's one astronaut. That's his front, and then that's his back, backpack, and all that sort of stuff. So you can kind of see that. So that'll give you just an idea of the scale. I mean, just look at the astronaut just next to the tail fin on this thing. The space shuttle orbiters are absolutely huge. course, I was in grade school in the 80s, so the space shuttles, you know, when I was in grade school, every time one would launch, school would stop, and we would watch the launches. I was in second grade when the Challenger disaster happened. I remember watching, of course, you see what happened, and the librarian just slowly turns off the TV, and there was just a room of silence. And then we kind of went back to class. People really didn't know what to do and what to think. Really didn't know what had happened at that point. But anyway, here's the wings. You see it's got a pretty good wingspan on that. So it's going to be a nice big model. Of course, in the 80s, we spent a lot of time learning the space shuttles. And of course, one of the things is we had to know them all and be able to say it. And of course, it's Columbia, Challenger, Atlantis, Discovery, Endeavour, and you can't forget the Enterprise, which was an actual shuttle. It just didn't have the engines in it and stuff. They used that for the designing the space shuttle for landing and all that sort of stuff. It's always been kind of a fun thing that has always stuck with me. For some reason, Columbia, we always, you always had a favorite space shuttle because there's so many of them, and Columbia was always mine. I can't tell you why. And here's the windows and lights and stuff. So it's got a nice collection of clear parts right there. So put the parts back in the box. All right, and then let's see what we got in the book. So there, now you can see I was right. They've got them all. Atlantis, Endeavour, Discovery, Columbia. Oh, they don't have Challenger. Huh. Atlantis, Discovery, Atlantis, Endeavour, Columbia. But they didn't put Challenger in here. That's a shame. What if you wanted to build the Challenger? Huh. Alright. So here's the instruction manual. Full color, which is kind of cool. Well, it's got color. I wouldn't say full color because it's not like coloring. Oh yeah, it does. It tells you what color. C, E, F, H. Those are the colors you're supposed to use. Which is, they must have a color breakdown. Oh, they do. Here's the color breakdown. A, B, C, M, N, O. All your colors. Well, that's a nice touch in this book. And then you can they not only tell you the color by number, which I've seen a lot of instruction books do that, but it's actually by color, so you don't have to either cut that page out or keep flipping back and forth or try to remember it. So it's pretty awesome. And then there's all the markings. Oh my goodness, that's going to take time just doing the markings. So anyway, that's the next project happening in the Powers Bundled Garage. I'm going to get started on that one probably tomorrow. Of course, it's only 8 o'clock tonight. I don't have anything going on. I might get it started tonight. We'll see. All right. Well, as you can see, this kit's got a lot going for it. It's big. The box is over pushing 2 feet long, and the fuselage is most of that. So it's going to be an exciting build. It's been a long time since I've been this excited to tear into a kit. Like I say, I'm going to do Columbia because the kit that was always my favorite. Still bothered that there's no Challenger on this sheet. I don't know why I'm bothered so much, but you're missing one, Revell. What's going on with that? You know, even for that matter, you could have had Enterprise, but that one I kind of get because it doesn't have all the moving parts that would be in this kit, so it wouldn't be accurate at all. But come on, no Challenger? I don't know. I'm not building that one. This one's going to be the Columbia, so I am going to get started on this build probably right now. All right. Thanks for stopping by the garage. Please take a moment to like, comment, or even subscribe. If you have any space shuttle stories, especially if you actually saw one launch, please drop me a comment. I would always like to hear that. You know, if you're an astronaut, you actually rode on a space shuttle, please comment. Definitely want to hear from you. But anyway, thanks for stopping by the garage, and until next time, take care.